I just want to say much love to my girl, Vera. When I met her at the San Francisco event for the Blue Cloud late last year in November, she gave me these World to Europe converters for your electricity, for your power, so when you plug it in. Hey, good morning. Hope you're doing very well on this Thursday. Getting ready to shoot the podcast. We have to knock out 3 episodes since I'm going to be in the UK tomorrow and for the next couple weeks. And the time zones are off a little bit, so make it a little bit harder to shoot the show. So we're going to get 3 of them knocked out today. And once I'm finished with that, probably go work out a little bit later on or rest, because my shoulder, my left one, it was numb this morning. I had no feeling in my arm, and that happens like once a week. So like I said, I need to get that thing checked out and see what's going on with it. Definitely don't want any like long-term effects from that, but we'll get that all figured out, and we'll link up with Voight later on today. Probably go check out that Culver's ice cream. He said he wanted to go do that earlier this week. So go there, just chat up for a bit. Finishing some stuff up right now. We knocked out 3 episodes of the podcast, 2 for next week and 1 for the following week on that Monday. And we're just gonna get going and keep it moving from there. Got my place for London as well. I'm gonna be staying in the Waterloo, near the Waterloo station. So I'm right by Big Ben, that big clock. London Eye, which is that huge Ferris wheel. Buckingham Palace, so I'm right in that area, and there's some gyms nearby that I'm gonna hit up as well. And so I've been talking to my boy Kwame, who's out there. I've talked to Rich. Who else? I'm meeting up with this guy Ollie. I have to email him. Carter sent me to connect with him. He's another app developer out there, a really good guy. Ricky, Simon Crack, and there's just a bunch of people that I know out there in the area that I'm going to link up with. And I haven't talked to the Gym Versus team at all, but I'll reach out to Thomas and then Joe, his brother, as well, and see what they're up to as we get there. But everything's coming together for that trip very well, and that's really it right now. Just going to continue cranking away over here and jump on the phone for a little bit as well. So those are the things right now that I'm working on, and we'll be back at it later on today. I need to go do some flexibility, mobility work, because it's a rest day, so get my body moving a little bit and just start getting it back into place again, flexibility wise and mobility wise.
Fått en blodtörst på pengarna. Vi bygger upp dem och dra. Det är flera mil bort vi drömmer om. Vi glömmer bort här och nu. Vi pekar finger och dömer dem. Till dem du önskar var du. Viker av är vid korsningen. Bara en kväll kan inte skada.
I came in here to Fashion Square Mall. I had to pick up some compression socks for the trip, for the travel tomorrow. Don't want to be swelling. I actually finally took some time to actually buy these things. The brand I got was the Copper. Is it Copper Fit or something like that? Let me look what it's called. Yeah, it's the Copper Fit brand is the one I got. So I just got the compression socks to keep the feet from swelling and all of that, and to keep the circulation going so I don't get puffy and all that good stuff. So that's what it does, man. When you travel, you can get swelling, and circulation and all that can get restricted, so I don't want to have to deal with that. Compression socks to take care of it. Here's what we have. These are the compression socks that I just picked up. Copper Fit, full length, cover your feet. It says reduce swelling, increase circulation, and reduce fatigue. It's supposed to be copper infused. Yeah, so this is what I use to travel. Getting everything packed up and ready to go right now. I'm just washing some clothes back here. So all these clothes have to be washed, and then we'll finish the rest of the packing tonight. I have some clothes that have to be folded in the room, and yeah, that'll be pretty much it. The drone, the camera equipment has to be, the drone's already bagged. The camera equipment has to be bagged tonight, so I'm gonna set that out. And just the clothes, so it's not gonna be too bad to travel. And my gym bag, of course, I'll be taking. So I think 4 bags total. If I can consolidate it down to 3, that'd be perfect. Let me get this washer going. But yeah, everything's been chill today. Talked to talked to my parents. They're doing really well. They're getting ready for some travel tomorrow and this weekend as well. So everybody's on the road.
Och vaknade upp i en lögn tills verkligheten kom fram igen. Vill vara tillbaks i min dröm. Somliga går genom strömmen.
Washing clothes is always pretty relaxing to me. It's the folding part that gets a little interesting. Because that stuff piles up quick. But right now I've been in the process of getting rid of a lot of stuff. So I'm selling a bunch of shoes that I had in college, getting rid of shirts I don't wear anymore. Yeah, just consolidating. Cause I don't go clothes crazy or shoes crazy anymore. I used to be a sneakerhead back when I was in college and all that stuff, wearing like the fancy colored kicks. Now I don't really care too much. Even with clothes, I don't really care too much. If I do buy clothes, I'll go to like Ross or Burlington Coat Factory, just buy some shirts like this. No name t-shirts where they're just blank, don't have any logos and stuff on them. Makes things easy, don't have to carry a lot of stuff. I don't like having a lot of stuff. I want to thank my girl Vera for giving me these World to Europe converters or plugins. When I met her in San Francisco late last year in November, she's like, if you ever travel to Europe, take these and use them because you're gonna need them. You know how on the American outlets we have the 2-prong and the 3-prong, it has the 2 on the top and the 1 on the bottom. These two outlets convert all of that so you can adapt it any plug in the world. So in this case, since I'm going to the UK, I'm doing the European converter. These two are here in the back. See these little knobs? Plug it in. Just want to say much love, Vera. Appreciate you. These are going to come in handy this week. I'm just finishing up some stuff for the podcast right now. I just finished it up actually. Just released the episode 45 with Carter Thomas, and you know Carter, my business coach, mentor, friend, owner of Blue Cloud Solutions and many other digital products and companies. Really great dude, man. So drop that episode for the podcast. I'm excited for that one. I was just thinking, man, as I was dropping that podcast, or even like just how today turned out as a whole, like a bunch of opportunities came my way, and very good opportunities. And I was just sort of just thinking, like back before, like when I got out of school, how I remember when I was first trying to get jobs and ask for like a certain amount of money. I was always told by like recruiters or companies, like, you're too green, you're not worth this amount of money, or what do you think makes you qualified to make that amount or get this position? And like always like backlash when I was coming out of school. And I've always believed, I was always super confident coming out of school, like jobs would come available. And when I was in college, I would see CEO level positions open up, and I would apply for them even when I was in college, because my mindset was, hell, you just never know, you might slip through the cracks and end up being the CEO of a company. Just one of those things that I did, and I said, what's the worst they could just do is no. And my thought process was, if I apply for the highest positions, all they're gonna do is just if I don't qualify for that, they'll bump me down to the lower position below that, but it'll still be higher than coming in as the new guy or an entry-level position. And that was always been my mindset. But it's just crazy, like as some like new opportunities were popping up today, I was just thinking, like I was just reflecting back on those times and like what was happening today and recently, and just how grateful and thankful I am for the opportunities that are coming my way right now, and just how making a decision to do my own thing and sort of like follow the path and my vision has been extremely helpful. So it's just something that ran across my mind. I'll probably dive deeper into that a little bit later on, but that was just something that was running across my mind. And as I released this episode with Carter, hearing some of the decisions he's made in his life and building his app business, initially starting out when he lived in Maine and then moving to San Francisco and then building, like working for an e-commerce company and then quitting and then starting the app business and blowing it up, like just going huge and doing what he's doing now. It's incredible. So yeah, just some perspective and thought that I was having for the night. Yeah, but that's it. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. It's midnight and I'm gonna get up at 5:30. Still have some packing to do. And that's it, crew. So I hope you have a great night. London is tomorrow. We head out at night, 7:40 at night. So I still have a pretty good day ahead of me before we have to hit the airport. That's it. Much love, crew. Catch you later. Peace.